Hello, everybody. It's Casey, and welcome back to the Inspire Fitness Podcast. I'm so happy that you're here today, and especially today as I am kicking off a mini series of the podcast. And I'm really excited to be bringing you this series as we get closer and closer to the Christmas holiday. This is going to be a special mini series I'm titling The 12 Days of Christmas. So every single day over the next 12 days, I'm going to be dropping a podcast for all of you to take a listen to. They're going to be short and sweet and to the point, and hopefully provide you with a little bit of inspiration, motivation, and a bit of education to help you stay on track as we get into the crazy, chaotic moments of the holiday season that are just about to be upon us. So thank you for being here. I'm excited about this series, and I hope that you find it to be helpful. But welcome. And for those of you who may be new to the podcast, I'm so glad that you're here, and I can't wait to dive into this mini series. So today we are going to start with one of the simplest yet most powerful holiday strategies that you can do to help keep you in momentum and on track in the craziness of the days ahead. And this is going to be choosing one non-negotiable each day. Okay. So why one non-negotiable? Why does this work for you to stay on track during the holiday season? So essentially, the holidays and the days ahead, the next 12 days are going to be a lot of changes to your regular routine, right? We've got unpredictable schedules. We've got a lot of stress. We have last minute events. We have additional tasks that take our time, such as preparation for meals for the holiday, shopping, wrapping, all of the things that are on your to-do lists can be very, very stressful and can lead to unpredictability with your regular routine and your schedules. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you've got time off of work. Maybe you've got extra time at work, depending on the job that you hold. But it can all lead to a very unpredictable schedule. So trying to hit a full routine and doing everything typically that you would do with your nutrition and your fitness can lead to that dreaded all or nothing mentality. This is something that we talk a lot about within the Inspire Fitness program, and we want to avoid the all or nothing mentality as best that we can. Okay. So when you create one non-negotiable, this does help create some stability, and it is a win that you can control. Okay. It builds confidence. It helps you continue your momentum, even on the craziest of days, even when your schedule gets thrown off, even when you're traveling, even when it ends up being an incredibly long, terribly stressful day. Okay. So success for the holidays isn't about doing everything. It's certainly not about doing everything 100%. It's about doing something consistently. And that is why choosing a non-negotiable can be very, very helpful, especially during the really crazy, hectic time that we are about to enter. Okay. So what can a non-negotiable look like? It can be anything you want it to be, but here's some examples. I'm going to get a 15-minute walk in today. I am going to eat 30 grams of protein at my breakfast. I am going to fill my Yeti, that is 32 ounces of water, and drink it by noon. I am going to not skip my strength training workout, or perhaps it is, I don't have time for my strength training workout today, but you know what? I'm going to get in 5 or 10 minutes of mobility or stretching in my office because I know that I can squeeze that in. Okay. So substituting something rather than going into that all or nothing mentality. I'm going to hold myself to my consistent bedtime time. Like, I'm not going to stay up till midnight worrying about everything on my list. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. So I am going to be in bed by 10 p.m. How about I'm going to ensure that I take my supplements before bed, or I'm going to take 5 minutes to do some deep breathing and journaling before my bedtime to help reduce my stress and get me ready for the next day. Okay. This non-negotiable should be so simple. You can check it off the list, even on your busiest days. Okay. It isn't designed to raise the bar, to challenge yourself. Okay. It is designed to keep you in momentum and keep you from going into that all or nothing mentality where you're just going to say, forget it. I'm just going to toss everything to the side. Okay. So one non-negotiable is going to help you stay in momentum. So how do you pick yours? How do you decide? Well, you're going to choose a non-negotiable that's going to give you a pretty decent return with the least resistance, okay? Maybe what's the one thing that keeps me feeling the most grounded? What's the smallest action that when I take that action, it makes everything else, all the other healthy choices, feel so much easier? Like, let's say, for example, it's a 30-gram breakfast or more, 30 grams of protein breakfast. When I eat that good balanced breakfast and hit that protein target first thing in the morning, it lowers my cravings later in the day. It helps prevent that energy crash later in the day. So if you can focus in on that one meal first thing in the day, it's going to set you up for success in the rest of the entire day. Okay, so what's the smallest action that you can make that makes everything else just come a little bit easier? But don't rely on having to do it all, right? But let's just focus in on that one thing. And it can change daily, okay? It can be different on travel days, on party days, on quiet days, on a day that you're working or not working. But right now, whenever you're listening to this podcast, I want you to think about that. And we're going to take just a moment or two, 10 to 20 seconds, and I want you to think about the non-negotiable that is going to be the most effective for you in this day ahead. And I want you to set that intention, okay? You're going to choose one non-negotiable for the next 24 hours. And I want you to say it aloud if you can. Write it down, put it on your phone. That is your win for today. Can you make that commitment to yourself? Text it to yourself, text it to your friend, message it to me. I don't care. Write it down, make that commitment, okay? Because when you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust in yourself. You build that confidence in yourself that you can keep showing up even when life gets crazy, okay? The holidays don't have to derail your progress, but inconsistency will derail your progress, all right? So one non-negotiable per day equals 12 days of wins. That's how you finish the year strong. That's how you roll into January feeling good, ahead of the game, feeling proud, not having said, screw it, forget it, I'll just start over. That's so much harder, right? Like just keep the momentum going, even if it's not 100%, even if it's not perfect, because it doesn't have to be, and it probably won't be. Keep that momentum going, okay? So, did you write it down? Yes? Did you? Okay, if not, think hard about it. When you have the opportunity, write it down, message it to yourself, put it on your phone, set it as a reminder, message it to me, message it to a friend, whatever you got to do, put it in writing. You're more likely to stick to it. Tomorrow, guess what? I'm coming back into your ears tomorrow with another podcast episode. We're going to be diving into one of the simplest nutrition hacks for the holidays. Protein first, treats second. Sound good? Come on back tomorrow to listen to another short and sweet episode, 12 Days of Christmas, coming your way. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being a part of this podcast and listening. If you found this helpful, maybe you think a friend might find it helpful, please share. I would love that. Share, the more the merrier. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. And to end the episode, we will close with a quote. It is this: every time you show up, you're casting a vote for the future you. Every time you show up, you are casting a vote for the future you. So thank you for listening, everyone. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you want to reach out to me on my socials, I welcome that, fit.nutritionist on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook, Casey Young RDCPT, or on my website, inspirehw.com.